Welcome back to Cryptopia, where we go over the wet and wild happening in NFT land. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in today, going over some news. So this one I really am happy about. It's 17 celebrities get warning letters about shilling NFTs. So a consumer watchdog reminded them that they need to disclose their connection to an NFT collection when they're promoting it on social media, which 99.9% of them do not do. So celebrities have been quick to jump into the NFT space, but their motives for doing so may be confusing to fans. Truth in Advertising, a consumer watchdog group, just sent letters to 17 celebrities, including Jimmy Fallon and Gwyneth Paltrow. So I made a quick, did I make a quick tweet about this? Yes, I did, because I was very excited about this. And it's basically just going off on talking about how they're taking the initiative to send these guys a warning saying, hey, you need to be aligned with the Federal Trade Commission's guidelines when you are advertising NFTs. And most of these celebrities are paid to shill these NFTs. So when it comes to NFTs, some celebrities are able to take financial risks due to their wealth, but many vulnerable consumers don't have that luxury. They do not. So Bonnie Patton, executive director of the group that sent the letter, told BuzzFeed News consumers deserve to understand the full picture behind a celebrity endorsement so they can make fully informed decisions on whether or not to invest in an NFT. Now, 99% of these people who, even if they hear a warning, are probably still... Can you see me? Yeah. Camera looked like it went off for a second. Probably are still going to make the dumbass decision to invest into an NFT simply because the celebrity is behind it. Especially if they're younger and they have some money, they might just do it anyways. But at least this way, it's a little bit more disclosed. So there's a lot of people who would be like, oh, never mind. You're not really investing yourself into this. People are investing into you to get people to invest into this. And that would be way better. So I'm very glad that people are getting a little bit more hit with these at least in some way. It may not be big, FBI SWAT team breaking down the houses, coming in to arrest them, but at least it's a start. I would say it's got to start from somewhere. So moving on, buyers hold to their CryptoPunk themed NFTs by Tiffany after swift sale. So apparently a lot of people weren't happy with this. I thought this was a great idea. I don't know what was wrong with it. I tweeted out about why people are mad. This seems like a cool thing if you wanted it to. Now, this article goes into the secondary market. So TIFF, or NFTiffs, a collection of 250 CryptoPunk themed NFTs by American luxury jewelry retail Tiffany, has seen a plunge in its sales volume as the buyers haven't rushed to the secondary market yet. So a lot of people are hanging on to this, and I think that's a great thing because I think these are just kind of cool things that you'd want to keep. I don't know how much you'd want to sell it right away, but also there happens to be a physical component with it. So you get the NFT, but you also get the physical chain, necklace, whatever. But it hasn't been launched yet, right? So that stuff actually doesn't come out until I think 2023 is when you're going to get that. So if people want to get their hands on that, which is itself is going to be pretty cool, they might not even bother to want to sell the NFT. Why would they want to sell it right away when they actually have the physical piece? They can either sell the NFT, keep the physical piece, sell the NFT with the physical piece, up the price, etc., etc. And it's kind of nice actually that this is one of the things where it's like, people are hanging on to it. And I think this is cool. I'm going to make a keychain version of myself, of my CryptoPunk avatar version of me. And, just so I can have this. It won't be worth anything in comparison, but I still think it's a cool idea. So Stealth addresses Vitalik Buterin wants to let NFT owners go anonymous. So Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin wants to implement stealth addresses, right? So for his ERC-721 tokens, which is the Ethereum smart contract for NFTs. So according to a tweet that he released, with the implementation of this feature, users can transfer, mint, and burn NFTs with relative anonymity. Now, people talked about how this potentially has some how it can kind of mess up, as technically if you have anonymity and then bad actors come in, start scamming people and get away with this, you'll never be able to track them and find out who they really are. So that's a big problem that could potentially be there. But I think, however, like, so if you guys know what soul-bound tokens are, Vitalik Buterin mentioned soul-bound tokens like maybe a month or two back. And they essentially are what they sound like. They're bound to you in a permanent way. Kind of like if you've ever played a game and you kind of like attach a weapon and it becomes soul bound to you, and you can like, it's not that you can't detach the weapon, but I don't think you can ever sell the weapon. It's permanently yours for till the end of time kind of idea. So that's the same idea here. So however, as mentioned in the white paper for the soulbound token and on Buterin's blog, the mass adoption of the social recovery wallet might overcome the issues brought on by providing ERC 721s with stealth address functionality. So what he's saying here is, under this model, users may assign their wallets to 5 guardians, people in whom the users place a great deal of trust. These guardians will be able to change the private keys of the wallets they are entrusted with, should it become compromised. Doing so grants a user crypto wallet another point of failure, thus an added layer of security. This, along with ease of use and accessibility, make up the 3 core features essential to a genuinely secure crypto wallet, according to Buterin. Now, here's the thing: you're not going to be able to protect yourself 100% from all things, always, all the time. It's really, especially when it comes to the digital world, like there's going to be some way to hack your way in. So this is nice, but even this kind of presents its own separate problem. I mean, have anybody ever seen family members fighting over the house of a dead parent? Like, it's chaos. It's anarchy. It's vicious. People who are supposed to love each other going at each other's throats. And so imagine, the battles for private keys where like that's like your last will and testament. It's like everything I keep in the private key, or in that or in like within this NFT or whatever, and you have a bunch of people, or this soulbound token, and you have like you have 5 relatives who all have access to that, but they all want it, and it's like I foresee chaos with this as well, and I see chaos with the anonymity section as well. I kind of don't want there to be anonymity, if that makes sense. I understand the need for it and how good it would be, but currently being able to see and have non-private transactions does help a lot with the scams. I think when we have regulations and we have some sort of authorities that can kind of look over the legal and the safe and fair use of NFTs and crypto without having to worry about getting scammed or scammosed, or at least having a way to get help if that does happen, then I think the soulbound tokens will become really readily not readily available. They'll become easy to implement because you won't have this problem. You'll have other things set aside that will help you to recover, should you have an issue of scams or anything like that. But I think as things currently stand, without any regulation, without any way to really protect yourself, and you're kind of on your own, or at the, what has been the kind of good heart of some of the crypto exchanges, projects, etc., that have been victims of scams and hacks. They help out their community, which is great, but that's because of their kindness, and that's, your luck. Ultimately, you're kind of on your own in this digital Wild West, as I constantly like to call it, because that's what it feels like to me. Every time I connect my wallet to anything to buy any NFT, I feel like I'm like, is this the hacking day? Is this the day I get fucked over? Because I'm not even joking. I feel like that every single time, but I do it anyways and I set up the protections. I have the walls, the VPNs, the whole shebang, the weird fucking passwords that I can't memorize, so I have them written down in physical forms, places. I've got verifications, 2-step verifications on everything, biometrics. It's crazy. But one of these days, I'm like, it's going to happen. I just don't know fucking when. So watch yourself, guys. That's kind of it. That's all I had for today. Not that it was a relatively slow news day, but, bringing you what I thought was kind of the most interesting as well. Throughout the week, we'll have some more. But until then, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the stories we went over today. And I'll see you all next time. Also, I wanted to start doing this kind of at the end of my videos, sort of just looking at, what's going on, like crypto dick butts. This is the most funniest thing I've ever heard. Like, I wanted to go over kind of what's the top in OpenSea in the past like 24 hours, right? Across all chains, all categories. And crypto dick butts is constant. I just constantly keep seeing this thing pop up every single day. We got eight aliens NFTs. He's in a bunch of stuff. Other deed. So, crazy amount of different NFTs. Some of them I have not even seen before. So I think I want to like take the time at the end of the day to kind of just go over the top 10 and see what's kind of leading the way in the past 24 hours, or at least whenever I make these videos. Anyways, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.